Hi everyone, I'm Graddles, and welcome back to a new episode of City Skylines. We are in New Brighton, and we left off the last episode with the 4th milestone, and we are going to go ahead and get into here, and we're going to try to upgrade these roads, let our game run up a little bit, try to get some more money. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the clock and let it run 3 speed. I know it wants more industry and more commercial right now, but it's gonna wait. We're gonna go ahead and go into our roads, and we desperately need to upgrade these. So let's go ahead and upgrade these roads in here, because we are going to make the land value go up. Let me just give you an idea of what the land value looks like. So that's what we are right now in that dark blue. Our land value average is about $22. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade all these roads, and we did smoke detectors. We don't have a recycling center because this is our new milestone that we got. I'll quickly go through it with you. So we hit Boomtown, and we got a new area we can open. We have transportation, post offices, we have recycling, we got new intersections for our highway. So for now though, we got a cemetery that we definitely gonna have to put in. We got a medical hospital helicopter depot, sorry. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at, first off, let's get the cemetery in, because the cemetery is definitely something we need to have. I'm thinking, let me see. So, roads. We are going to go... You know what, we're gonna put the cemetery off of it. We're gonna use a regular road. So let's see what we have here. Where would the cemetery make most sense? I'm thinking right over here. I don't know if I want to delete both those houses. I think over in this area would be good. He's not happy with us. We're gonna just dezone that. Let's dezone that. And let's go ahead and put the cemetery right in here. I think it looks good here. I think on this side. Right behind that guy's house. I think that's fine. Right there is good. We'll put some trees in his backyard, and we don't have to kick anybody out over here. Kind of overlaps on this. I don't really like that, but that's alright. Maybe later we'll fix that, but that's okay there. So now that we address that, because that's a definite need, we'll go back to upgrading our roads. So let me turn this back on, and let's try to get this land value up. So when you hear those little dings, that means people are upgrading their houses, which means better land value for us. So we're hearing a lot of that now that we've upgraded. We can take a look really quick. You'll start to see people upgrading. There you go, right there. So, and there's one down here. So as they upgrade, that means their houses are nicer, they're going to pay more taxes. The land value goes up. So that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and continue upgrading our roads. Let's go down in here. Now, I do worry about upgrading the roads in here, and the reason being is when I do curved roads with the paved or the gravel, when I hit a curve, it usually deletes houses. So we're gonna go ahead and see how many houses. So there, we're gonna delete one. Here, we're gonna delete one. As soon as I hit these curves, sometimes if I guess it's too tight of a curve, they delete houses. So we might go ahead and do that here too. So far, so good. Oh, it's not gonna let us cause that basketball court, and we can't upgrade. So we're gonna have to move that basketball court in order to upgrade that road. Let's go up in here, and right there, I deleted 4 houses. So that's gonna be a problem. Let's go over to here. That we can't with the school there. So we're gonna have to move the school. And that is a problem with gravel roads. If you don't grid them, then you do lose houses. I don't know why. I guess you can get closer to the road with it. I don't exactly know. But we are going to have to move this basketball court. You know what? Why don't we just put it right off to the side here? And I think it could stay there. And let's go ahead and check. Nothing's filled in over here. I think what we're gonna do with this house is we're just gonna de-zone that. And this guy, let's give him a little more space so he's not a 1. There we go. Yeah, I think that's better there. So now in the houses that we de-zoned like 4, where did that happen? I don't know. Alright, so we definitely have to come in here. We gotta move this school. So let's just go ahead and relocate him. You know what? Before we relocate him, let's go ahead and let's just put in an area down here for a school. And we'll move this guy. And instead of moving him twice, we'll just buy another school. It'll just be more practical. They'll already have a school in place. Yes, I know you're upset, but let's upgrade these roads now. Now the park is giving me an issue. I'm gonna have to relocate you too. And let's do the park right across the street from the school. You'll get water in a little while. Let's upgrade the road. There we go. And let's see if we could fit the school in now. We can. And let's go ahead and put the park back. We did the little playground right here. There we go. So we have that in. People are moving in. It looks pretty filled out now. Our income is about 1900. Let's go ahead and run some water down in here. So let's go to here. Run that straight down. There we go. And we'll run this straight down. Perfect. So now we need some residents. So let's go back into here. And maybe with this, we'll kind of just fill this in to here. I'm going to take off there. And I did not mean to do that. And I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of go in and we'll do 3, 4, 4, and then 3. Kind of saves us a little time. We do need some. Let's see, 3, 4, 3. Let's add that back. Let's do a 4, and then a 3, and then a 4, and let's see. If that's 3, we'll do this 3. We'll do this 2. We'll do this guy here. 3. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the 2s there then. Alright, so we're just going to fill in that much right now. I know I said we'd do some more detailing, which is what we're going to do. We upgraded the roads first. I just threw in the residents here to kind of carry on this electric. And I think we're going to run a road just from here to here. There we go. So we kind of fill this in. And then hopefully this will carry the electric through. Let's see something. Let's put a house over here. There we go. That's good. Now we should get power. Fine. Alright, so let's slow down our game because we're going way too fast and we want to do some more details. Let's go into our landscaping tool. Let's go into... Well, let's go ahead over here by the high school. We want to put a fence over here because there is a nice big drop off here. And we want to kind of make it safe. So let's see. I think we'll use the oil. Fence, that looks pretty good there. Kind of matches up with their white fence. It's black, but has a similar... Let's go down, take a walk down here, take a look at it better. So yeah, it's similar to the white one. I wish we could get it a little closer to that white fence there. It's not pointed in the same direction, but I think we could put like a tree there. Or, go back. It's farm or oil. Yeah, so we can't connect it to there. That's going to be the best we can do. I am going to turn off the snapping on everything. So this way I can kind of get it pretty close without... Let's see. That should be right about there. Alright, so I think that's all we have to do with the high school as far as putting that fence in. And I think what we'll do is we'll run some trees along here. Let's see. So yeah, I think we'll get back here too. And we do have some of these bigger trees, which is nice. We'll kind of put some of those in the middle here. Maybe right in here. Something like that. So I think we could put some more down in here, or it won't let us because that is part of the school. So we have to leave that like that. I think we could put a basketball court over in here. Nope, it touches there. So that won't work unless we put in, maybe what we could do is we could put in a gravel road off of here. Let me go ahead and put on the snapping again, because sometimes it's great when you put in fences because you can really get close up with the fence. But if we do that, I think right here, why don't we put a basketball court right in the back here? So right off to here, and that looks pretty good. I think we'll do a fence again, same kind of fencing. Right from here, we'll go to there, and there. And we'll just block off this road here. And we could actually run this down, because we wanted to block it off with that park there. Starting to curve a little bit. So we're going to want to come... See, it's starting there. So let's turn off the things again. We'll come from about right here, and we'll come in there. So that gives us nice safety going through. I think that's good. And we have this nice little park here. And we could extend this park. Maybe even put in like a little public park. Make one of our own with the industries. Nothing too crazy, but just a couple little paths in here. Right along the parkway. I think that's fine. Let's go into our parkway roads. We have not unlocked the road barrier one, or the sound barrier. I would kind of like to use that throughout here, which is something nice. Let's go back into our houses. Let's go over here by the park here, and let's go ahead to gravel paths, and let's just kind of add a little bit more of a path through here. Let's do a curve. Like that. Then we'll add a few more trees. There we go. So we kind of extended this over just a little bit. So that looks better. We could do a couple of trees in here, in between the houses. Separate their yards a little bit. Give them some more privacy over there. And let's come on over into the school area. I think because this is medical and this is school, why don't we go ahead and put in a fence over here. Let's see, what kind of fence do we want? Let's try a park fence. Let's come about here. We'll just come straight across. Put that park fence in there. Kind of wiggles down on this end. I think that's okay. I'll come from here. Not gonna happen. Alright. Let's come a little closer in. And if it wants to snap to that, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that, which is fine. We'll fix that. Once it's done saving, we'll be able to get it in. There we go. So that looks about all we're gonna get here. Because I can't do it that way because I came too close, but we can do that. And then for this, why don't we go ahead and over here we'll just put in some trees by the elementary school here. There we go. And why don't we put in a little path over here. Let's see, what if we went over here? Nope, it's not letting us do that. Nope. Nope. We'll do that. And we'll do the same here. There we go. Let's try this one more time, because I do like the way that curves in. So let's come over to here, push up, press, and turn. No, it's just, oh, maybe, yeah. Alright, there we go. So that just gives us a little bit more character here. And let's see. Those are really little trees. These are huge. Then we can use maybe little, no, too big. Nothing really little. These rocks are so big. Put some stones in here. Alright, that's good. And that's good for the medical clinic. Let's take a look over here. I think I want to add another tree over here. Maybe two. Maybe one more over here. And maybe a few along the back. Yeah, that looks good. So, let's see. This guy is out. Let's just take him out. So we're up to about 2,400 in income now. Our growth is slow because we slowed down on the adding of commercial or industry. So yeah, so let's go over to this school. So I'm not going to detail every single house. I mean, eventually we'll maybe run some, you know, backyards and stuff. I mean, some of these do have the hedge backyards right in here, but we'll add trees and paths and stuff. And definitely like our bigger buildings, like the medical buildings and the schools, we'll definitely decorate a little bit more like this and extend our parks out a little bit like this. So it just gives it a little more detail to everything. Let's get back to over here. Let's see. Again, if this was a school, I'm gonna guess they would probably have a tree, a fence. So I'm gonna just fence this sort of down like this, and then we'll come down maybe to about here, come across, and come into here. Now we can't fence this part off, or can we? Can we? Or is the school touching this? Let's try the curved. Oh, we can. Okay. Because I didn't come down with that. Perfect. Let's go straight again. Alright, we can't get the front there. That's fine. I'm completely fine with that. So this, at least the whole yard is really fenced in. Let's go ahead and see if we can add some things. Let's see, in the park. We could use... Sometimes they have these squares. We could do maybe like a little area for lunch, for outdoor lunch. So that looks good there, I think. And we can add just a few more details. Let's see, I think it's in the parks one. Is it in parks? Yeah, there it is. So we can add like a little chair or a bench. Maybe we'll go this way. And we'll do some lunch tables. Let's see. There's a picnic table here. This way the kids could eat outdoors. We could add some more play equipment. And to add to it, we'll do the seesaw. And there's a high level seesaw. We could do that maybe around the eating area here. And here's another slide. We could add a little more with the slide because we have the other one over there. There we go. So there's two slides. Got another slide over here. Alright, so I think that's good. Let's go ahead and add some trees. What's this tree? Let's see. We could do something like this. Maybe some smaller. bushes. Nope, that's not going to allow us to do that. Let's see. Go back to the trees. Be somewhere in here. Put a couple little trees in here. Over here, I think maybe we'll bring down the path from this park. I don't think it allows you to connect exactly, but if we bring it in just a little bit like that, it'll give it a little bit that it's connected even though it's not connected. So that's not going to let it go, so we're going to go over to here. No, we're not going to do that. Let's go over to here and bring it to about there. And we can add a little bit more trees, so this way it fills it in. And let's fill in the trees over here a little bit more. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. I think we could add some of those pink trees or something in between these houses, or I don't like those trees. They look funny. So are those. I don't... This would look nice in between maybe the two houses here. Do something like that. And this purple one look good here. Maybe in between here. Nope, that's not happening. Let's go ahead and maybe do some in the back here. Alright, so I think we're gonna be done with this episode. I know it lasted quite a long time. But, we did not hit any milestones, but we didn't really fill out a lot of, needs today. We kind of went in and decorated a little bit by the schools, and that definitely looks a lot better. At least at my standpoint, I think it looks better. And then where the school is, we definitely detailed that a lot more and added some nice fencing and trees. And then we also did down in here, by this area over here, which looks a lot better. And then we also did by the school here. And along this parkway, I said we're going to do something nice. I think will look good. But, yeah, I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. Kind of ran it quite a bit long. And if you like my content and would like to see more, please click the like button and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.